Welcome to another tutorial. This time a creative tutorial about SpawnRange of spawners. Well, what we're gonna make is a spawner that if you come close to it, it will trigger a redstone signal, and if you go away, it will disable that signal. So basically a player detector without a pressure plate. As you can see, it's working fine. What it does is it makes a spawner spawn an XP right there, non-stop, as you can see. We can even pick them up if we want to. And they despawn if we leave, and it doesn't spawn more, so that enables and disables to trigger. So what you need for this is a creative tutorial, so you need to be OP. You do /OP yourself, in a new name. Or what you do is open to LAN, allow cheats on, and start the LAN world. Or just be in creative at the start to begin with. Give yourself a command block by using this command. It will be in the description. Place that down, and we're going to make a command for this command block. So let's pick Notepad with it. So what we're going to do is we're first going to set block a block 1 above the command block. We're going to make it a mob spawner with the data tag 0, because we don't need to change that. We're going to replace. Doesn't matter if you replace or move, but I like to do replace because if I re-trigger the command block a second time because I made the mistake a first time, then it will just replace the command block. What we're then gonna add is some data tags of spawn count, like this. So it will spawn one item. The mob spawner will spawn one item. Then what we're gonna add is SpawnRange 1. So only 1 in the range 1 would spawn, so it would only spawn at exact the coordinates we give it to. The maximum entities nearby would be 23,000, so meaning that if your whole world, if you have 30,000 people in your world, it doesn't matter, it will still spawn the XP. We gave it a minimum spawn delay. That's the minimum times in ticks that it would take of 1, so it would spawn items faster. We also gave it a maximum spawn delay in the brackets of 1. So the max time that it can spawn is 1. So basically it would choose between a number between these two, and they're both 1, so it would spawn an item always within 1 tick. Then we're gonna do an RequiredPlayerRange of X. It's set to 5 this time, so 5 blocks away from the spawner itself. You can higher this up as high as you want. If you put it to 100,000, then it would detect if a player is in the world. Then we are going to add a different kind of tag. We're going to add another bracket step. Brackets. So we're going to add a SpawnData tag. In this SpawnData tag, we're going to add that the ID of the item we want to spawn is an XP orb. You can also do different stuff like zombie or mob of other mobs or friendly creatures or any other thing. But we want XP orbs because XP orbs don't make sounds, don't have an EI, don't move, and don't do anything of that kind of stuff. We could use squids, for example, but they have an EI, and they will slow down the server a little bit because the EI is going to check for stuff. Then we're going to say that the age of this XP orb is 50, almost 6,000. 6,000 means it would despawn. So almost 6,000 means that it would be lying there on the ground for 10 ticks. You can hide this number if you want, but be careful. If you put it to a number like this and your server skips 1 tick, it will not spawn the XP orb. It would immediately despawn the XP orb. So that's the problem. So I keep it to this number. This whole command is going to be in the description, so don't worry about that. What we're gonna do add then is we're gonna add the position of where it needs to spawn. So I'm gonna move this a little bit down because we want to spawn it right there on the pressure plate. We're going to look at the pressure plate, and you have the coordinates. Now there's one big flaw in Minecraft coordinate systems, that entities in the minus needs to be one higher. Sounds weird, but it's that way. Basically, if you see the dots, that's plus, that's the plus, so there would be 0, would be for here, for example. This would be block 0, block 1 0, and that would be -2. It misses one block. So for entities that are in the minus, you need to change it a little bit. So I'd make this bigger, or make it big screen. So oh no, we're gonna do it like that. You can see it looking at, we are looking at the pressure plate, so that's fine. So we have the X coordinate. I will put that in the description. Don't forget to change the X, Y set every time. You're gonna add 2, 1, 2, because it's 1 closest to the 0 if it's negative. It doesn't count if it is positive. It just, if this minus did it not exist, it was 213, but as it is negative, you do 1 closest to 0. The y-axis will be the same, so 26, and the z will be -85. As you may have seen, the x and the z axis have a 0.5, so it spawns, instead of spawning in this corner, in this particular corner, it will now spawn in the middle of the pressure plate. But the IS doesn't has that. So now we made a command, copy. Don't forget that this is a 1, because otherwise you would change it doesn't matter that much, but you would change the command block. So if we press this, it will spawn the spawn on top with XP, as you can see, and if I move away, it will despawn. If I go in here and find the required player range and I change that to, let's say, 20, then reactivate the command. Don't forget to do that. That's applying the changes. Let's put down a lamp so you can see that it's working. So if you go further away, you can see it's still working. If you go more than 20 blocks away, it would stop working. So that's a way to detect a player range. Of course, you can detect in this way. You can detect if a player walks in, like here, and walks out. So you can detect players from quite a range, and that's nice. So thank you guys for watching this tutorial. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. As always, these comments will be in the description, at least a link to them will be in the description, because YouTube doesn't always allow me to put them fully in the description. But for now, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you another time soon. Have a nice day, and goodbye.